Sentence stress and intonation. Sentence stress is intimately related to tone and intonation. In the intonational group or tone unit, it is normally the last stressed syllable of a lexical word that is accented, and where the pitch movement, pitch referring to how high or low a sound is, starts. This syllable is called the tonic syllable or the nucleus, or the tonic segment, and it usually carries the new information. We signal the nucleus with underlined capital letters. So in the first intonational group or tone unit, the first syllable of going is the nucleus. He isn't going. You can also say that go receives sentence stress. In the second tone unit, no is the nucleus. The word want is stressed but does not contain the tonic syllable. It is called the onset. I want to know. So the intonation basically starts with no. Tonic segments can be made up of a single tonic syllable. For example, shoot. Joe? Yes. Tonic syllables can be followed by unaccented syllables called enclitic segments. Kick it. Action. Pick it up. A tonic segment can also be preceded by unaccented syllables, which we call proclitic segments. He knows. She was right. The tonic syllable, as we have seen, is normally found on the last stressed syllable of a lexical word in a tone unit. This is the unmarked or default position, but there are exceptions to this rule. When the last content word is an intransitive verb, that is, a verb without an object, describing something that is becoming apparent, that is, in event or participation sentences. The train's coming. The plane's on fire. Careful, there's a dog on the road. Okay, so train, plane, and dog are not the last stressed syllables in these tone units, but they receive sentence stress. They are the tonic syllables. Content words which are followed by relatively predictable verbs. There's a room to rent. You have work to do. I haven't any food to eat. So once again, instead of being on rent, do, and eat, the tonic syllable is room. The tonic syllables are room, work, and food in these particular sentences. So this is an exception to the rule. Common adverbials do not normally carry the main pitch contour. That is, they're not the tonic segment, do not contain the tonic segment. For example, I went to Whitby on Friday. We had chips for tea. He got drunk yesterday. So sentence stress is on wit, chips, and drunk, not on the last words in the sentences or tone units. As compounds are stressed on the stressed syllable of the first word, it is this syllable and not the stressed syllable of the second word which becomes the tonic syllable. He's got a swimming pool. We rented a rowing boat. So the tonic syllables here are swim and row, and not pool and boat. If you use a word in an utterance and repeat it in the following utterance, it does not carry the tonic stress. What kind of day did you have? I had an awful day. How many times have you been? I've been 3 times. So we see here that the words awful and 3 receive the tonic stress. Well, in the word awful, it's the first syllable of the word awful. If we wish to contrast a content word with a previous utterance, we can place the tonic on a non-final syllable. This is another exception to the rule. For example, my sister lives in Leeds would be the norm. If you're not emphasizing anything, my sister lives in Leeds would be the default pronunciation. Okay, so my sister lives in Leeds. My sister lives in Leeds. She doesn't work there. So here, The tonic syllable is lives. And notice that there is a lot of intonation there. My sister lives in Leeds. My sister lives in Leeds, not my mother. Once again, there is a lot of intonation. My sister lives in Leeds. My sister lives in Leeds, not yours. Okay, once again, there's a lot of movement regarding intonation. But if we look at the first one, my sister lives in Leeds, you can hardly hear the intonation. It's there, but you can hardly hear it. But my sister lives in Leeds, my sister lives in Leeds, and my sister lives in Leeds. There's a lot. The intonational contour is very marked.